and 5. Hauled in by okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catch.
You tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you tend to stall them out when you do that.
With a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had no
time when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second down following the run. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Denard Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what. You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And now White, not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Trubisky with the give to Howard. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Tuck it, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Jameis on second down. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Jameis to throw it. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Lamar Houston able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. Leopard! Leopard! Gone! Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Martin. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Finds a seam inside the 40. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Here we go.
Now Trubisky to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Martin. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage?
With a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Ready? Blue ready.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And for the throw here, that's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now Trubisky on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. Green.
Trubisky will throw. Flush to his right. Going for a right side here. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They go counter with Howard. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back now at Soldier Field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Howard on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
All right, here we go.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims.
So much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Lamar Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
We got three. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Levante David in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin the drive with Robinson. Room here to run. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They run again on 1st down. Martin trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Martin, and he works with 23 seconds to go in the game. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. And they're going to go soft on the corners. He'll look to throw. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Shift together here from the D-line. One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Buccaneers, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.